Hey, what's up everybody? My name is KingZee. Welcome back to the AfterLife SMP. Another beautiful day on the server. Last episode, we went and had a little bit of fun with our Torvian, doing some ocean monument raids. Luckily, we did not die, which was really nice. But other than that, we haven't really done anything as far as base building. I did build a little bee sanctuary down here in our secret pass-through for our wardrobe here. If we head down this way and we open these doors, we have a bee sanctuary. And these guys have been doing a good job making honeycomb and honey, and I've been trying to breed them as much as possible, but this little area is working out pretty nice. We might have to upgrade it eventually in the future, but for right now, it's doing about as well as I could hope for. The only other thing that we did last episode was get ourselves a beacon, which I've been doing even more mining down here. I think originally I had most of this cleared out, but now I have the entire other side cleared out here. I plan on going as far as possible and also going down to bedrock in some areas, maybe not this area, but now we have plenty of materials for doing the terracing project that I have over here for the dock area, which is looking pretty nice. Tons of stone. We do need to set ourselves up a bit of a tree farm. I don't have a whole lot of wood. I have plenty of stone materials, but not a whole lot of wood materials. So we need to get started on that. Off camera, I've been working on some terracing for the dry dock area, which was coined by Data Glitch. So thank you for that. So now if I'm talking about the airship area, I will say the dry docks. And if I'm talking about the ships on water, I'll just say the docks. So over here on the dry dock area, I've been doing a little bit of planning, bringing some staircases down, adding a few small terraces. I'll probably add more. And then we have this monstrosity over here that I was working on a little bit. We'll get into that maybe next episode, and I do have plans for this. Thank you to the Hill Dragon. We'll be talking about that hopefully in a future episode as well. But today's episode is going to be all about our actual docks. So I'm going to need a whole bunch of wood for the docks, and like I said, I don't have much because I want to cover this entire area. So I'm going to go ahead and gather a ton of resources, and then I'll be right back with you guys, and we will start planning the docks. All right, so I've been doing just the basic of planning here for the docks. I just got how far I want to come out, how far I want it to extend, possibly. It could be more, it could be less. And I've been starting a tree farm over here. So we got some spruce and some jungle saplings over here. I did this for the spruce mainly just because I don't like the taiga podzol spreading all the way around. But then I thought, well, I could probably just plant some jungle saplings over here as well, just to utilize this space. And then I have all the oak saplings down here in these 2 rows down here. So we have plenty of opportunity to gather wood now. And I have done a lot of spruce wood gathering. So I have all this in here. I got some more room for some other blocks possibly, but I think now it's time for the time lapse. So I'll see how far I can get, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, welcome back everybody. We have completed the most basic form of our docks here, and I have also migrated my account to the Microsoft account. So I have this awesome cape, which looks pretty cool. This is actually my first cape, which is also pretty awesome, but the docks are kind of complete. I found this awesome little cave here, which we'll be messing with in the future, but it goes all the way through over to the dry dock area. So we'll have a secret passageway going through there. We could possibly place some cool things and some other tunnels leading into the island. I'm also going to want to bring out some of the sand a little bit more to make it look a little bit more natural. It's kind of just floating off the edge here. These sections here, you're probably smart enough to understand this, but these are going to be buildings. Just kind of marking them off to see how much dock space I would have. And we have the potential to turn some of this area into like a stone dock here. I'm not sure if I'm going to like the look of that though. I think I like the look of the wood, and we have room over here to potentially do some stone docks and stuff like that. And we could always change our mind and rebuild it if we so please. But I need to add the detail in here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to time lapse this or not. I'm going to try to, but if it comes out wonky, you'll probably just see me cut to the finished dock area. But either way, enjoy the time lapse or not. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. All right, guys, here is the docks, and I don't normally do this, but we're going to be tearing this entire thing down. Well, at least most of the docks. It's a little bit too brown. It matches really, really well with itself. Nothing really stands out. I'm going to be using some of the wood pillars, but I'm going to be building this again in stone. I don't know how much of the time lapse I'm going to include in the video, but there will at least be me building the general shape of the docks here. I tried to add some trapdoors in with the slabs, just to kind of break it up a bit. And it did a little bit, but then I added the barrels because I do want to have barrels over here, the docks area, and I want to have like a small crane. So maybe some of these could be even larger, but everything blends together. This is why you plan out your builds. I do like the shape. I like the shape of it, but I'm definitely going to be going with stone. So now cut to the time lapse where I destroy and rebuild basically this entire dock section. Welcome back, everybody. We now have a beautiful dock area for our ships to come in the future. It's looking really nice. We got a 7-wide section here. We got a 5-wide section over there. We got a nice little baby dock area over here. Has a little step down twice to this little area. We can add some nice little boats over here. And then there's also this nice tunnel that leads down to the dry dock area, which I really like. So I kept some of the wood sections in here because, again, if I'd left it all stone, it'd be kind of boring, just like how it was when it was all wood. And then I also left this little section over here as well because I really like how this little dock section came up. I still have to texture this little area though, so remind me to do that if I haven't by the next episode. But this is also a nice little area. I want to add like maybe some type of little structures here that act as maybe like a fishing nets and stuff like that. Nice little details to have. We have potential for five buildings over here. Could have another tunnel over here. Could position a crane here. I am going to be building some cranes on the actual docks. I still have to detail out the sides of the dock area here, and then I have to drag the stone all the way down, texture it, and make it look the way that I want to. I'm going to add some andesite, some gravel, some cobblestone in there, mix it all up, make it look kind of like this here, and then I think it'll be looking real nice. We'll be able to put a nice large ship on this side, probably another nice large ship on this side, and we have room for potentially like 4 large ships over here, and then a few small boats. I do want to place some cranes on this thing, so I'll probably do that next. I'm not sure if I'm going to include that in a time lapse, but I do want to like decorate the area. So we're going to be adding a few cranes, maybe 1 or 2 on this one, maybe 1 over there. And then I'll be detailing these. I want to add some pillars and some insets to kind of add a little dimension, a little bit of detail onto the sides of these docks. And then I think after that, I'll probably just go through and add some barrels, add some chests, add some stuff that looks like it would be on a dock. I might show that in a time lapse, I might not, but I am going to be trying to stream that. So if you guys are around for the stream, thank you guys for hanging out. And if you haven't followed me over on Twitch, just go to twitch.tv/KingZee and you can find me on there every once in a while. I'm going to try to get back into streaming. I need to start streaming at least once a week. It's going to help me build a little bit more and hang out with you guys as well. So hopefully I'll see you guys on the streams. Hopefully I can be consistent. But first off, hopefully I can get this dock done. So I'll see you guys once I'm done detailing and I'll show you what we've got. All right, welcome back everybody. Here we are. We have the docks semi-detailed. We got a crane in here. We got some cargo. I actually used the beehives for some cargo, some boxes and stuff like that. And some of them are a little bit floaty, but that's okay. We're gonna leave it like that for now. So boxes, barrels, bee boxes, barrels, and composters work great, and also of course the chests work great. This is actually a crane design from my single player world that I just brought in here, kind of modified it a little bit to make it kind of fit the theme. And then we finished up the underside of the dock, sort of. We still got some more work to do down here, but I got the detailing done here. I still want to go through and add a few more different kinds of stairs just to make it look a little bit more like the top section, and the pillars kind of break it up a little bit. That is kind of how my style is. But the docks are pretty much completed as far as decorations go. I do want to add some lamps in here for the nighttime. So I'm going to add some lamp posts and some lamps. I just got to come up with a design for that. So the only thing really left to do here is actually add a ship. I think we need a ship because this episode is only about 10 minutes long so far, and I want to get something else built here. And I think it'd be kind of cool to place a ship on this side, seeing as how we have the crane here. We could have it pulling out some cargo. So I'm going to get designing and I'm going to get to building. So hopefully you guys enjoy this next time lapse. All right, welcome back everybody. We have completed our very first water ship here on our Steampunk Island, and I absolutely love it. When I started building this design, I just had the shape of the hull. I had never really built sails like this before. This is actually this is only my 6th ship. I can show you guys some of the other ships I built in another world real quick. All right, so I brought this ship over here from the AfterLife creative server, and this is actually my test build world for KingZee's Empire and for some other builds that I like to do. And I'm probably going to start bringing in a lot of the builds from the AfterLife creative server over here just to have them in a world where I can kind of look at them as well as mess around with them if that server ever gets shut down or if they ever kick me off the server or something like that. It'd be nice to have some of those builds over here as well. But you can see I brought it over here. I have the airship over here. This is actually, if you guys have seen my little boat tutorial I did, this was actually the first boat I ever did. And technically, I guess I built 3 ships. 3 ships before that. So that's my 4th ship. 5th ship. I'll say 5th ship because the airship counts. But this is my first boat. This was the 2nd boat. This is the 3rd boat. All of these have a tutorial. If you want to check out how to build these little guys, there is a tutorial on these ones. This right here was the 4th boat. You can see the sail. Not so great, but also very small scale. This is the 5th boat I ever made. A little bit nicer. I really like this one. I wanted to bring it into the KingZee's Empire world. We never did get a chance to do this one. Maybe we can bring it into the world here on the AfterLife server. And then this one was just to kind of change up. I was using a lot of spruce. I wanted to see how it would look in oak, and it's pretty similar to this one, but a little bit different. Has a little bit different shape, has a little bit of a different way to get down here. I don't know what I did here. Oh, that's right. I had to go down like this. So I was going to put a little, probably one of these guys here, but you can see there's no real hull in this one. This one actually does have a hull, which is kind of, actually no, this one doesn't have a hull. This one does. So this one steps down, kind of similar to the oak one. Come down here, little small hull here for storing your goods and things like that, but very, very small. And then from these ships, I stepped up to the airship. So this is where I came up with the shape first, then I added the balloon and the cogwheels came. And this was actually an idea from, I think, yeah, this was definitely an idea from Skunk. Blonde Skunk on this AfterLife server has a version of these, but they're a lot smaller, I think. And I liked the idea, so I decided to make my own. And then I just took various ideas from other airships that I seen to make that. But then this ship over here, like I said, I didn't build sails before. This is like the first time I've ever built sails. And I also don't think I've ever seen anybody do sails like this, so I can give you guys a much better look at what this ship looks like this. So the sails, I have never seen anybody do like a little hanging kind of deal here, that the sails are tied up and hanging down, which is actually really hard to do in Minecraft. And on a real boat, they'd probably be a lot closer to the beam here and just kind of, you know, not so hangy. But I do think this gives it a nice look. And then these are supposed to be other sails. I was thinking about putting some more sails there, possibly one there and one here. And then after I'd already designed this ship, I realized that there's actually usually another sail off the back of this that kind of like is a wing basically to steer the sailing of the boat as well as, you know, the rudder. But a very nice ship. And I actually changed up these for a set of anvils. We went with grindstones all around, and I think it gives it a much better look than the anvils. You can kind of see the difference between these two. I don't know what you guys like better, but I definitely like the grindstone a heck of a lot better than the anvils. But let's head back into the Afterlife world and check it out. So yeah, a lot of blocks went into this. About 5,000 blocks went into this build, and I just realized, I watched the video, Ash's latest video on his pirate ship, where I think he said he had like 20,000 blocks. I could be wrong, it could be more, but holy cow, that ship is crazy. You guys, if you want to see a better ship than this, go take a look at Ash's ship. The thing is massive and absolutely insane. Ash is a crazy builder. But if we hop on the ship here, get kind of a real view of the size of this ship. This is the main deck here, sails. I didn't put the flags up top because I do want to build the other ship before I place the flags, because whatever way we have that ship facing is the direction that every single wind item, so like a flag or a sail or any of that nature, is going to have to face towards. So like if we have a diagonal ship, the sails are going to have to face whatever way we have it going. But I love this ship so far. I do need some more lanterns. There's supposed to be some lanterns here. I ran out of lanterns, not because I don't have the materials for it, just because I couldn't fit it in the time lapse. I like to do the time lapse all in one step. This took about just under 3 hours. It was 2 hours and 58 minutes and a few seconds, and I was pretty right on. I said it's probably gonna take me about 3 hours to build this thing, which I'm getting a little bit better at doing that, so I can block out a time to build these things. This is the captain's quarters in here. Looks pretty nice. Got some books in here. I do need to decorate it, obviously. You guys know me with interiors, pretty much any builder with interiors, minus maybe Blonde Skunk. Then we head down here to the hull of the ship. We have a nice little area here for storing items and goods. We can head down this way. There's a little bit more area for storing. And if we head down here, some storage areas here, or some sleeping quarters, some more storage or sleeping quarters possibly. I have no idea what ships actually have in them or what they can store or layouts of ships, but this is just my interpretation. We have a space here. Looks the same on both sides, as you can see. We can have I do have a cannon design that I want to use. I do need to get a few player heads from a villager trader. Hopefully I can find one of those guys with the right heads so I can make some cannonballs and stuff like that. And then back here is just another room for some storage. So this does have 3 levels. We have the one directly below me, 1, 2, this one, and then we have the third one, which is the main deck, and then obviously the captain's quarters, and then we have this section up here where we have the wheel of the ship, and it's pretty freaking awesome. I am super happy with this build. Hopefully you guys love it as well. It's a whole lot of work to build something like this in survival. It's really nice to be able to plan that out in a creative build world. Again, if you guys don't do that, I recommend trying it out. Like, I took my building to a whole nother level, I think. But now I think we're probably done with this dock area for today. We do need some buildings around here. But one thing that I want to mention that was brought up to me by a good Minecraft buddy of mine, Mr. Flimflammer, who also has a Minecraft YouTube channel. He also has a new Let's Play series out. It's called Crafting Lore, where he builds and creates Minecraft lore straight from his head. So he's got like 10 different gods that he's created, all sorts of cool ideas and crazy building going on in that world already. He has 10 episodes out already. Season 2 is just around the corner. So if you guys want to check him out, make sure to do so. I'll leave a link down in the description below. But he mentioned that I should probably have a name for the ship, and I do not like naming things. I'd rather leave that up to you guys. So if you have a name for this amazing ship, this is going to be a royal ship, which he also suggested it look like. And I do agree, this is probably a royal ship. So give it a royal name. If you have a royal name for this ship, leave it down in the comment section. I'll make sure to make use of it. And if you don't get picked for the name, don't worry. We're going to build another ship around here somewhere with sails down. We're also going to build a few smaller ships around here, so we have plenty of names to go around. And we're also going to be building a whole lot more airships. I think I want to cover this entire island, like I said, but I also want to cover the waters around it, make it look like it's being traded with and really active. So we're going to have tons of water ships, tons of airships, just tons of things going on here. Hopefully the season lasts long enough for us to get all that done. That'd be really nice. So we're gonna have to come back here a lot more for work in the future. So hopefully a lot of streams. I was planning on doing a stream this weekend, but I got my second COVID vaccination and it actually kicked my butt pretty hard. So I decided to say, screw it. Let's go ahead and take a day off and just maybe play some games that I don't play very often, which I got Valheim Valheim, I don't know what it's called, but very fun game. Probably gonna be playing that, and I'm thinking about actually doing another series on the channel, so stay tuned for that. A game that might take a little bit less time for me to mess around with, inspired by Kyle Blaine, so shout out to Kyle Blaine for getting me back into that game. Been watching his series. If you guys don't follow Kyle Blaine and you want to get a sneak peek at what the series might be, go take a look at his channel. But with that being said, everybody, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a ton of fun building this docks area. It came out a lot better than I thought it would. It was a struggle to figure out what I was doing. I've never really built a docks area. I've never really built a ship, especially of this size, and everything came out amazing. So thank you to everybody that stuck around for the whole video and watched this. Shout out to Flim Flammer. Shout out to Kyle Blaine for the idea for the next series. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode here on the AfterLife server. Remember, if you're brand new or haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. It really does help my channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all here next time on the AfterLife.